Play, look at me.
And you're not listening to What the Fuck with Mark Maron.
I mean, that's a true statement.
You're not listening to that. But what are you listening to?
It's a good question, man.
I was asking you.
Oh, I'm not listening to anything right now.
Oh.
I'm listening to you talk.
Okay, what are they at home?
Well, I'm not announcing it.
Or in the car?
I'm not changing that up now. We went a whole season plus a couple episodes with you saying it.
It's two guys, it's two things. Thank you for listening. We don't love it. We've never really loved our introduction, and I'm just trying to get to a point where, that
we're going to drag it out and hope something comes?
Or something. This is the thing. The theory is this. We do it long enough that eventually magic happens.
Yeah.
So let's get to the show. This is a show we talk about two subjects that are in the news, trending for 15 minutes each. But before we do, our theme song.
Oh.
We don't have, by the way. But we do. With this year, it's been pretty exciting. I put a call to action out to a lot of our listeners.
Right.
And 3 people got back to me. And
3 people.
One of them.
That's a funny number to pick. Because no one got back to you, but it's funny that 3.
Yeah. Well, that's a lotsy, right? Funny and 3. But we have another someone who wanted to give us a little shout out.
Oh, cool. I'm so excited.
So it's the Batman.
The Batman?
It's the Batman.
Wow. So because we talked about him last episode.
He heard it.
So he's like, I want to get on this. Let me DM these guys.
Yeah. That's what you got. So we put a little bat signal up, and he responded, and so here you go.
I love how you go, here we go. Like, because you're already getting ready to do it.
No, it's not. It's to try Jason in the booth. Jason?
But it's almost like, it's like that comedian that has to do impressions, but before they do, they turn their back to the audience and then turn back around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's so funny.
Everybody. It's me, Batman.
Like, he finds him so funny.
I've never tried
this. This voice is ridiculous.
Maybe you should do the Batman voice.
I'll do just like a Will Arnett Batman.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Hey, Chris and Matt, it's Batman. Batman. I heard your podcast. Now I'm getting a little southern. I heard your podcast last week. It was great. I plan on coming on more. Yeah.
We're losing it. If Ryan Miller is listening in Orangeville, California, he does a great Batman voice.
Oh, damn.
So maybe Ryan Miller can call in or something.
Yeah.
We don't have that ability to
we don't have calls. No, we don't have that. We don't have the switchboards.
We don't have the technology for that. But his Batman is really good. But basically, it's just, I gotta talk really raspy. I can't go that low.
Yeah.
This is 2 guys and 2 things. This show is the show I put on when I capture the villains to make them talk. I hate them. Okay, thank you. Jason, thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
That was a mess. Look, if you look though, we did hire our...
This is the longest intro. We're not even getting to subjects
in
yet.
the intros of intros. This is the new set design here.
Oh, yeah.
Behind us, we got this...
We did some work.
No, it's Chloe. We hired Chloe, and Chloe, she adorned our studio. We now have a picture of the Let It Be. It's the actual vinyl album.
Yeah.
The Let It Be album.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
By Guns N' Roses. So, let's finish our game here. And you got all the clues. You're stepping out, and you're going to tell me who did the murder?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Or who do you think it was?
I think it was the Riddler on top of Gotham City with a question mark cane.
You got it.
I knew it.
You won. We were not even playing the Batman edition.
Yeah. Well, wait, we weren't?
No, and then somehow that made it in there. Okay.
I thought we were playing the Batman edition.
You can start the story. I will put the time on the clock.
It's like 4 in a row, I guess. No.
It's a thing.
Okay.
What do you got for us?
All right. So we are not a sports podcast, but we're going to talk about Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley?
Yeah, Calvin Ridley.
I see the connection
Yeah.
again. Calvin Ridley.
Wide receiver.
Calvin Ridley, believe it or not.
One more. That's hard.
Calvin Ridley and Hobbs.
I was going to say Calvin and Hobbs Ridley.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. He's a wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay. It's a football team.
Which is a football team. And we're not a sports podcast. But got caught gambling, put some wagers on some games, and got suspended. And so
I want to take this time to say Roger Goodell is ruining the league.
So we know Matt's stance on this subject. So he says he spent $1,500 on a weekend of football. He made some, 3-team parlays, they say, 5-team parlays, and an 8-team parlay. Lost $1,500 on it. The league found out and suspended him for a full season.
Okay. Was he playing football?
He was not playing football at the time.
He was injured?
Last year he got injured, and then there was time he took away from the game for mental health. See, I think he only played
I see what he did.
to gamble. So
I see what he did.
Yeah.
Mental health meant I need to go to Vegas.
Yeah. Well, you can gamble online.
Oh, is that where he went?
Yeah.
He went online?
Yeah, it was just online.
You
bets.
don't know that he went to Vegas
Online,
or Atlantic City?
No, online bets.
Well, maybe that's what he meant by mental health. He
Maybe.
decided to take a trip to Vegas.
Maybe, but online. He was not. Yeah, he was not playing.
All right.
He bet on the Falcons, but to win.
Okay.
And that's it.
He did the Pete Rose gamble.
Yeah. Yes. Said he lost $1,500.
Okay.
And so apparently the league works with like sites like FanDuel and DraftKings as far as like player names and things, and like kind of flags them. So he just signed up with his own name and information. Like it was just Calvin Ridley at Atlanta.
The Calvin
Ridley.
Atlanta
Falcons
official.
Street. Yeah. And so
okay.
And so apparently there's they work with them because gambling. The first thing is gambling's not allowed, right? In the NFL, whether it be on your team, not on your team. Whether you're playing or not, just not allowed.
Just in general.
Yes. So here it goes. So
you can't gamble. Can you gamble for things that are not for football? Could Calvin really have gambled on Wimbledon? Or is it all gambling is not allowed?
No, on football.
Just on football.
For football players, yeah.
So
you can't bet on the NFL.
Madden football.
The video game. No.
You can't do it?
I don't know why not.
Because that's a sport now.
No. There's esports definitely.
Right.
Yeah. You can definitely do that.
Okay.
No. You can't bet on the NFL. So let's make that clear. There's two things. So
right now I'm seeing hypocrisy. Right now is what I'm. Okay, keep going.
Well, yeah, NFL sponsored by DraftKings and all that. Yeah. So
Right.
but so here's the thing. We just gotta make it clear. Like this was a rule.
Okay.
Just one thing you do not do.
Right.
So I'm okay with.
You can take horse tranquilizers.
Yes.
You can beat your wife or girlfriend.
But listen. Right. No, you can't.
Eh.
But it's just known. So I'm okay with not gambling, right?
You can't kneel during the national anthem.
Well,
Okay,
that's an unwritten rule.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't, but it's unwritten. So I'm okay with that part of it, right? Of going, hey Calvin, that something's gonna happen here.
Stop playing.
You know you can't do this,
Sure.
right? But it's like to suspend probably a top 5 wide receiver in the league for a season.
Mm-hmm.
He can appeal in the next couple of days, but he can apply for eligibility. I say like February 23rd of 2023, right? So right before next season, to be eligible again to play. So I don't know how to handle this, right? Because on one hand, 1 year is out of bounds. It's fucking crazy. But you also got to think this rule itself was, what do they say, collectively bargained for. It was in, you know what I mean? Like when the Players Association and the owners said, here are the rules. They agreed upon it. Everybody knows about it, right? It's like kind of like smoking weed. It's like, it's stupid that you can't, but it's agreed upon. So how do you feel about that as far as like these players knew that? And I think it's an integrity of the game thing, right? Because it's like
the gambling.
Yeah, because it's sports.
Okay.
It's having players in their league bet on their own sport. People need to know sports. It's not rigged. Any outcome can happen.
Right.
And you have to also, You said the hypocrisy, right? NFL sponsored by DraftKings and stuff.
Right. They want you to do it.
Right. They want
not the players,
viewers
but
to
they
do it
want
because
you and I.
Because imagine you're a
be
big gambler,
yeah.
and you find out players are gambling on the NFL.
You know, my wife calls me the big gambler.
Why
That's
is
a
that?
little nickname.
Why?
Because I gamble bigly.
Nice, very smart.
Thank you.
So yeah, if you imagine you're a big gambler and you know you're putting thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars a week on games, and you find out players are betting on these games as well, you go, well, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, do you feel like you don't have a chance? Like the outcome's rigged, and that's when the NFL loses a shit ton of money. So for sure, that's why this rule started, right?
So you would feel that if an NFL player is gambling, that it feels like it's rigged to you?
Yeah, like they have some kind of inside track.
How would they? They're not Martha Stewart. They don't have insider trading.
No, but I mean
they're a human just like you and I, Chris.
So they can't affect all aspects of the game, right?
He wasn't even playing the game.
No, I know, but when they made that rule in the bargaining agreements,
sure.
you can't distinguish between whatever, right? You just had to say no.
That's a big difference.
No gambling. Oh, no, so
can he, as a former NFL player,
right?
Can he gamble? Yeah, if he retires.
Sure.
You can't say, hey.
If he has no affiliation to any team, right?
I don't see the big deal. I mean, he wasn't playing.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So I'm with you. Like in theory, it's dumb, and especially to
a year
to suspend him for a year.
Yeah.
But you're not playing.
Can we think of other suspensions for things that are a lot worse that got like a game or 2 games, 3 games?
Yeah. Well, I was reading up a little bit on it. There's a caveat to this. So technically, Ray Rice got suspended for 2 games.
What did Ray Rice do?
Well, there's a video of him. We don't need to like go into detail, but there's a video.
People at home may not know.
There's a video of him hitting his wife in an elevator, like dragging her out of it. Like it's really bad, right? Uh-huh. So here's the thing. Technically, he got suspended for 2 games, but he didn't play in the NFL again now.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So.
Okay. Well, what made it worse was that he actually took a bet out that he was going to hit her in the elevator or in the room, and
he had insider information.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's dark.
That was dark.
Yeah. So I was reading that.
was brought to you by The Dark Knight.
Yeah, a lot of it's bad shit like that. Like
bad shit. See, we're just full of the Batman.
Adrian Peterson was like 6 games
Oh.
with this kid. I think it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like a switch or something. Right.
Yeah. That was 6 games. That
seems worse than gambling.
Yeah. Josh Gordon smoked a lot of weed and he's been out forever.
Well, that's probably self-inflicted.
Sure.
He probably doesn't know where he is.
It's more than just weed for him, I bet. But so those are the 2 that I was reading up on. I think all the other stuff is just like I don't know. So I don't know. Do you see?
Okay, hold on.
Do you see both sides though?
But hold on. And then we have guys like Aaron Rodgers and saying he was vaccinated and not
immunized.
Oh, immunized. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
He tried to.
True. Thank you. And then Antonio Brown, who had a fake.
Right, a fake vax card.
Right, and was still playing.
No, yeah,
then.
Absolutely. It was like
that's okay. So, like, just explain the drop off on that. I mean, you know what I mean?
On the sound?
No, Aaron Rodgers and Antonio Brown.
Yeah. No, it's hard to say, right? But, I mean, you get it though. It's different. I was gonna ask you. So you're a big proponent of integrity of the game. So you don't think gambling affects the integrity?
No, I think it can, for sure.
Sure.
But I think case by case.
Right, but no laws or rules made it case by case, right? It's just a rule. Like, you know what I mean? I think most laws in America should be case by case. Honestly, there's so many different situations. You can't just say, well, So, because I'm with you. Like I said, in theory, I'm with you. It's dumb. Like, obviously, in this case, wasn't even playing, couldn't affect it. But the people say, okay, maybe he didn't affect it, but he had, maybe there's insider information because he has ties to the team. He knows what they're doing or not going to do, or I don't know, right? But betting for his team didn't have any effect on the game, really. It maybe you can go, well, this is the rule, so you're going to get in trouble, but maybe not a full season.
It seems pretty harsh.
First time offense,
Yeah, that's true. I got a theory though that I think.
I got a theory.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Paul is looking right at you, and he's just dismayed.
His face is like...
John and Paul.
He's laughing. He's like...
George thought it was funny.
Get a load of this guy.
George thought it was funny.
Paul's like, excuse me?
Don't take that too personal. But I got a theory that I think Calvin Ridley is now going to join Donda Sports.
Sure.
That's what I think. He's like, screw this, I don't need this.
Right.
I'm going to go with Kanye and AB.
And then Donda Sports starts their own league.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. To rival the NFL.
Yep.
I bet a lot of players would do it.
You know, that did happen in the 80s. There was another league.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And in the 2000s, the XFL.
It wasn't a league.
No, I mean,
was that X-Men playing?
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh my god. Oh man, if you had a mutant league.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be some.
Now talk about
good
some
games.
Athletes. Talk
right?
about some athletes. Yeah, I would watch a mutant league.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I mean,
it wouldn't really be like the same rules and stuff.
You can't, right?
No.
I mean, you have to do something, but
right.
it'd be fun though. Because they can't get hurt, which is good. So there's no like rules about hitting below the knees or late hits or over the middle.
Just no portals.
No portals, no kryptonite.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I guess no. Is technically Superman a mutant? His blood is mutated because of the sun. It makes or his body is, which makes him invincible essentially. Because isn't that true? He's not invincible on Krypton, right? It's the sun that makes him what he is. The Earth's sun. Is that a thing?
I thought it was his really tight underwear. I'm not the one to ask.
Well, I just did ask you.
Yeah, I'm not the one.
Okay. So do you agree with him getting in trouble? Maybe just not a season.
It seems a lot. I'm just saying if you can lie to your team,
right?
and
the league. I mean,
right about the whole COVID protocols.
Yeah.
That seems like whoa, dude. Like that's
yeah.
You're endangering people's lives and also taking potential guys out for a couple of games if you get sick. What harm does gambling on a game that you weren't even playing that week? I mean, who cares?
And I think
that's just me. I don't know.
I'm with you because I think at minimum, so I can go to the thing as like, well, the rule sucks, but it's the rule, so you got to play by a thing. So I get that argument, right? Mm-hmm. So at minimum, they got to reevaluate this, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because I do agree with the rule in the sense that I don't think anybody playing should be able to bet on their league. There's too many chances for impropriety and shadiness. And
I think
there's too many chances.
Since they moved the Raiders to Las Vegas, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just all they do in Vegas is they fornicate.
I mean,
they bet on their fornications.
Sure.
And they play Parcheesi. That's all they do in Vegas.
On the surface, I get it, right? Oh, there's one in Vegas. But I don't think that really matters. This still doesn't address the players betting on their own league, possibly games they're playing in, right? Because maybe you can make a rule you can bet on the league, but not games you're playing in. But I think there's too many chances for mess ups and mishaps and because you don't listen. The NFL's trying to make money. You cannot have anybody thinking oh, I don't want to watch this. This is fucking rigged. You don't want anybody thinking that. And the gambling opens that door. You know what I mean?
Are you trying to tell me that all of Tom Brady's Super Bowls are rigged? Did I just make that leap?
If you bet on them. Yeah. But a year, I'm like a year, that's a little harsh. So I agree with the suspension even. Maybe even a quarter, 4 games. I don't know, a quarter of the season. I don't know, something. But full season. I guess you got to make an example. Is that you think that's what's going on? You got to make an example.
I don't know. I think. Do we know how did Calvin Ridley respond to this? Did he?
Yeah. So
say, "Oh, it's fair. I take it," or did he?
He said his tweet was, "I bet you $1,500 I don't have a gambling problem."
And it's small money. It's small money.
Yeah. And then he said a season. LOL. Those are his 2 tweets about it. He thinks it's ridiculous too, obviously.
I was gonna make a tweet about it, well, what else was he gonna do?
Right.
The Falcons sucked last year.
Right.
I think he has to do something.
They suck so bad he didn't even want to play.
Right.
He's but no, it's.
I'm gonna take a mental holiday and go gamble.
And go fucking gamble on my team. You can't gamble. You can't gamble. You just can't. You can't gamble on your league.
So,
what do you think you can? It feels like you think you can.
Question.
I don't like that.
Is it worse
I don't even know you.
to gamble
Uh-huh.
on your team
Right.
or to take human growth hormone and steroids and become a better player?
It's situational.
Oh, is it now?
It's situational.
Oh, there's a little
Yeah.
callback to our Rock Reigns. Hall of
Gambling's
Fame,
just as bad. You can't do it.
Barry
You
Bonds.
can't
Oh, it's just as bad.
You can't do it.
Gambling's just as bad as cheating. He wasn't even betting on games he was in. He could not
because you were
impact
talking game wise. It's the steroids. League wise, it's gambling. You can't have fans thinking games are rigged.
I don't think they are. Even if a guy gambles, it doesn't do anything for me thinking that the league is rigged. If the league is rigged, it's because of Roger Goodell.
Then
He's ruining football.
Talking point, like just the talking head point.
Yep.
I mean, I just you can't do it. You can't do it.
For me, I'm like, I don't really care.
No, it's crazy.
You know what? Even if it was rigged,
Then you're looking
look,
at
look, look, look,
even if
look,
it's rigged.
look.
Even if it's rigged.
Do you not vote every year in the elections?
Oh
every
God!
year?
Oh,
every
God.
2 years.
Yeah.
You would know they're rigged, and you still vote. Do you lose any faith in your democracy?
I get it. Can't do it.
I want to get my pillow,
Oof.
and I'll sleep on that. Okay, even though my pillow's rigged with a whole bunch of, you think they're feathers? They're not feathers.
Dollar bills.
They're dollar bills. Okay, that's.
What you just did like 3 people.
I did. It was a really bad impression. But
Yeah.
this episode is brought to you by My Pillow.
My pillow. You're wrong on this one.
It's
though.
rigged. Oh, well, I'm just saying. For me personally, it doesn't really.
No,
I don't think
I don't care.
people are gonna watch. They're gonna watch it even if it's rigged or not. They're gonna watch it.
Maybe.
They're gonna watch it. But anyway, here we go. My story.
Yes.
Going on for 15 minutes now. I put it on the timer.
Here we
we
go.
go. This is a very. So I chose this story because, for one, we're from Sacramento.
We are.
Okay, we're based in Sacramento,
Yep.
in a room to the side of the house.
Yeah.
It's the only place where my wife kicks me out to. But this is a story that actually made national news.
From here?
It did in Sacramento.
Very cool.
This was in the New York Times, Los Angeles Times. That's not saying a lot now because now we're in California.
Well,
but I'm saying, but it made New York,
it.
Chicago. It was
Cool.
it was national news.
Okay.
And it turns out it's really only a 5-minute drive from the house.
From where you are, where we are
From
now.
where we are right now, from this house that
From
we're
where you
podcasting
live.
at.
Yeah. Okay.
So this was it. This is
I like it.
This is the headline: a feud between mail carriers, wild turkeys, comes to a deadly climax near Sacramento.
Ooh,
So
I wonder which one died.
You want to bet? What's
You
yours?
got to bet $1,500.
Call Calvin Ridley up.
Yeah, $1,500.
Let's see if he wants to bet. So there was a mail carrier in the Sacramento County of Arden Arcade. They've been terrorized recently by wild turkeys that have been disrupting the deliveries.
My drive home, I see a lot of turkeys walking around.
There are a lot of turkeys. Let's talk about this. There's a lot of turkeys.
Yeah, in the Carmichael area, and all down Cypress and.
In fact, is it not true that at a certain Togo's
Mm-hmm.
that the turkey sandwich is actually made from these wild turkeys?
Yeah, it's super fresh.
Yeah, right?
Slice it right in the
Actually, that's a good slogan, and that would bring people in.
So Togo's super fresh dead turkeys.
Super fresh dead turkey.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Wouldn't that change everybody's vision of like eating meat? Like it's super fresh dead cow, like on a burger joint or.
I put these dead turkeys' feathers in my pillows.
Yeah. Ooh, try a roast beef, super fresh dead cow. It's just like
1 day dead.
so appealing. We killed it yesterday.
We have 1 day dead.
Oh, now you don't like meat? Where are you going? Now you don't like meat?
Nah, people like it.
No, they don't give a shit.
Rigged or not. So anyway,
Rigged or not.
but there's been this tension apparently between the fowls and one postal service worker.
Name Stan Rogozinski.
It's a different poet. So yeah, we'll get into that. So the joke that Chris just made was that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, that's funny. We can talk about that. Is that both my parents worked at the post office. So my dad still he's a mail carrier at the post office, and my mother was a supervisor. She retired, but it's the family business.
Yeah, this hits home.
It hits home.
Yeah.
I was destined to become a mailman.
You should have. That'd be kind of fun. I think I always thought I would like that.
I have the proper Cliff Clavin sock tan.
Yeah.
Because I don't really wear shorts, and so when I do, they're white legs, and I would get that tan
Right.
so good.
Has your dad told you like horror stories? Like, you don't want to get into this.
No,
because I feel like it'd be fun.
I think you know what the good thing about being a mailman, if you're walking a route, it's gonna keep you fit.
Oh yeah.
To a certain degree, you're walking miles a day.
Yep.
And they deliver in the rain or the sleet or the snow or the sun or the
with the sun, yep.
Or
whatever
flood, the great flood. You'll in the Bible.
Oh, that great flood.
Yeah.
I didn't know you meant the great flood.
Noah was still getting his mail. I don't know if you knew this, but there was a boat that would come every day.
Right.
With all the animals on the ark,
side.
come to side and say, "Hey, Mr. Noah, got your mail delivered."
I got one for draft here for draft.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, that's the next ark over."
Oh, sorry.
And they would misdeliver. Even then.
All the time.
Even then, they complain.
It's like the bears aren't on this boat. No,
Yeah.
there's one boat though.
There's another ark. There was a rival ark. They don't talk about it very much.
Where he brought 3 animals aboard each.
Yeah,
it was. 2, Noah, 2. I'm getting 3 of all.
It was the Lindell ark. So it's my ark. But anyway, so what happened was that these turkeys have been just like messing with this mail carrier. And this was interesting. Like the residents of this neighborhood, and it's so funny because I actually went. There's a little park over there where this took place, and I was just at the park over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Because I had to drop something off for my wife does these like moms groups where you buy things from people, or it's like a marketplace.
I got it. Okay.
You bet on furniture and it's like Calvin Ridley's involved. But anyway, and I took a little walk in the park, and then I found out when I got home that day, I read the story. It's like, what? I was just there. I didn't see any turkeys, but the residents are saying, oh yeah, they're there.
Right.
They don't seem to bug anybody.
You're like, what the hell's your problem, dude? Like, Jesus Christ.
But you get the mailman involved, and all of a sudden it just comes gunning for you. And I think
they can be mean.
I've never encountered a mean turkey.
Yeah.
And these are wild turkeys.
Sure.
Have you had wild turkey? Have you
ate the wild turkey?
No, just the drink.
Oh, yes, I have.
I don't know if I did it a long time ago. I know that's pretty mean.
Yeah.
It's pretty harsh.
Yeah, it's a little harsh.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by Wild Turkey. Man, we lost them. We you know what we can't do for sponsorships? We can't make fun of the sponsors. We want to bring them. Wild Turkey? Let's try this again. Wild Turkey?
Not very good.
So good. No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Never mind. Could you make a sandwich at Togo's?
Cool.
A wild turkey sandwich, but like actually have just like whiskey.
Oh, nice. We should.
Like it's soaked. You soak the turkey in whiskey and put it on the sandwich.
I mean, I would say like a whiskey mustard. Like.
No. Soak the turkey that you kill, the fresh 1 day dead
from
turkey
down the street. Yeah.
In wild turkey
overnight.
Yeah.
Like braise it in whiskey.
That could be pretty good.
Ooh.
That'd be pretty good.
Probably not.
So this postman just got fed up. He got tired of it, and he was tired of being picked on by this Tom.
Sure. Is that the male turkey?
That's the name of the male turkey.
What's the female? Tammy?
Thelma.
Oh, got it. Okay. But they're called Toms.
Toms.
Okay.
Anyway, and so he went back into his Jeep, and he came out with a stick and beat the turkey to death.
How do you even come up with the guts to do that long enough for the turkey? Because if it's just how long does that take? Because it's not just one, like maybe one, like get away, you knock, and then it's dead. You're like, oh, and you're kind of, but to sit there and over and just not give a shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To go through with that.
He claimed self-defense.
Well, I get it.
Yeah.
It's still a turkey, though.
It was just the last straw, the last feather,
right,
if you will.
Right.
Because they've had many altercations in the past.
And
it's just like, this is... You
pushing
him one time too far, Tom.
That's what he said as he was hitting the turkey across the face with a fucking stick.
So the
Department This is the last time. But he told him the time before, he's like, Tom, I swear to God, if I come deliver mail tomorrow and you're fucking here chasing me again, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass.
And the turkey, what does the turkey mean?
He's like,
don't say that again. Don't talk to me that way, Tom. I'm gonna beat your ass. That's it.
As I told you, one more time.
Oh, Jerry. So, but now the Department of Fish and Wildlife has to come in and investigate.
Sure. Fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. This guy's like, what? What the fuck do you want me to do, man? I'm like, fucking, I'm trying to deliver this mail. This turkey keeps jumping in my car, pecking my eyes out. What am I supposed to do?
So the post office went on record to say this allegation is alarming.
Sure.
And if true, it's inexcusable and does not reflect the efforts of more than 650,000 employees who faithfully serve and deliver for America every day. Except for those that were fixing ballots, they suck, they can go to hell.
Or except for those that had a turkey sandwich yesterday.
Yeah. So now they're trying to determine what's going on. It doesn't say in the story what happened to the mailman.
Yeah, maybe like Calvin Ridley, like let this one go. Hey, let's not kill turkeys on your route anymore. And you go, okay. And
he was suspended for a day. But once Calvin Ridley hears this,
oh really? This man beats a turkey to death.
He gets 1 day.
The federal Fish and Wildlife Gaming.
I get a year.
Yeah. So no, maybe give this guy pass back. Look, don't do this. Let's figure out a different way. And he goes, okay, and he don't do it again. You can't fire him over this for the first time. It sucks. I mean, don't kill wild animals. I get it, but I don't know.
No, it's not good. So what they've done before this is that they've used like their mail bags to try to fight off the turkeys. They've used their pepper spray.
Sure.
Which turkey's pretty good with pepper.
Pepper and whiskey, baby.
Pepper and whiskey. But yeah, nothing has worked, and so he got.
He was done, huh?
So, and this one guy says here, this is a guy from Wildlife, Fish and Wildlife, or whatever. He says, I've been around 25 years, so I kind of know turkeys.
Oh, okay.
And I just looked at it, and I'm like, oh, this is the biggest turkey I've ever seen. So what happened here in Sacramento, too, and I read this, too, that back in the 60s, they actually brought in turkeys that were not maybe native to Sacramento, and now they have spread. That's why we see so many
turkeys. They're all over the place, man. It's crazy. I mean, you would never think. So first we were like the tree capital of the world. We had the biggest...
Still are.
But that's not on our water tank anymore, though.
We're the tree city,
USA. But we're second. I don't know if we're still second.
I think Paris is number one.
But yeah, I don't know if that's still true, but like we're by capita. So that was on our water tank. Mm-hmm. Now we're the farm to fork capital of the world.
Okay.
But apparently turkeys.
Turkeys.
Funny enough, our state bird is the quail.
Yeah, that is funny. So this is more of a Thanksgiving thing, sure. But I remember reading this a couple years ago, and I was just like, whoa, what have we done? But this is a little turkey fun. Here's a fun fact. Turkey, this is a segment we call Turkey Fun Facts. So, so the guy said this was like the biggest turkey he's ever seen, right? But Thanksgiving, people want to eat a big old honking turkey.
Yes.
And they don't grow that big naturally.
No.
They're not going to be as big as you're going to buy in the store.
Right.
So what they've done, the turkeys that are bred in captivity, they're so big that they actually can't mate on their own.
Okay. I've heard this thing like a chicken thing too. Like,
is it probably?
Because chickens are little.
Right, Chicken Little.
Yes.
That's the most famous of the chickens.
Hold on.
Of the little chickens.
Okay, maybe. I was like, let's think about that. Might be right.
Yeah.
Chicken Little.
Chicken Nugget.
But that's not... what's another chicken character, though? Foghorn Leghorn?
Beautiful.
All right, anyway. Sorry.
What is that one with Mel Gibson did the voice for the Chicken Run? Chicken Run?
Oh, Chicken Run.
I don't think was it Run? Was that his last name? Chicken Run? Anyway, regardless, that if a male turkey that is as big as they are that they sell try to get on top and mate with a female, it would crush her.
Right.
It's so heavy.
Right.
So it has now become someone's job to jack off a turkey.
I mean,
I just want to know.
There's people that do that with horses, I guess. So.
Right, and but how do you go home feeling good about yourself?
See, maybe
maybe
that's part of a job. Like you're a vet, so you do other things as well.
Yeah,
maybe.
But
you know what I mean? Because that can't be somebody's only job.
You're like a turkey prostitute or something.
I know.
I can't.
But maybe they think they're helping, right?
Well.
So you look at it that way. You look at the silver lining.
Who are you helping?
The turkeys.
Immediately the turkeys, but then they're going to just be fed to people for Thanksgiving. So you're helping, I guess, the people. So actually, that'd be a nice thing.
Right.
If that was my job.
Right.
To jack off turkeys, and we're at Thanksgiving meal, and someone's eating a turkey, like, hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, and you're like, what? And you just walk away.
You know, this turkey was made possible by my hands.
Yeah. No,
Literally.
No, they're. I mean, it can't be their only job, right?
I pass out their business cards.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you, Stan Johnson. Turkey. I'm in the turkey business.
I'm in the turkey business. Yes, I.
What do you mean? I jack off turkeys.
Jack off turkeys, and then I make.
What do you want to fight about it?
Wild turkey sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what you have to look at it. You have to go. Look, I'm an animal lover. But in really,
I'm an animal lover to the extreme, baby.
Yeah, because in reality, you're really just helping like a big corporation.
Sure.
That's really what you're doing, right?
So really quick, I got very little time, but can you tell me this? This made me think about animals that kill the most people.
Okay.
What do you think is the deadliest animal?
Okay.
That kills most people.
Spiders.
Spiders. Turkeys.
Kills.
Turkeys kill the most people.
I can understand.
You know how? One.
They drown them.
They drown them.
Then they burn their house.
With their ejaculate.
Yeah.
Is what they do. No, the number one is a tiny little bitty mosquito.
Oh, interesting. Because of the disease they carry.
Yeah, they're filthy.
Interesting. Yeah.
They're filthy.
What is it? Malaria? Is that what it is?
That's a thing.
Is that what mosquitoes carry?
They carry that.
So that's funny because look how lucky we are. Because obviously we don't think that living in America, that's not really a thing.
Right.
It's other countries that like, ugh, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it makes sense though. Fucking mosquitoes.
And that's the sound the mosquito makes.
When it gets jacked off.
Well, so just really quick, then just give me like another, maybe like 3 in the top. Top 10.
Animals that get
killed. Yeah.
So spiders.
No.
Snakes.
Yes, number 3.
And it's gonna be some dumb fucking animal. Ostriches.
Yes. No, of course not.
Yeah.
Number 2, of course, this is the overlook because we are animals ourselves. Humans.
Oh, sure.
Humans.
That's kind of cheating.
It kind of is.
But,
Snake, dog, a tsetse fly.
Oh, a tsetse fly.
Tsetse fly.
Yeah.
Assassin bug. Freshwater snail.
See, it's all these little fucking poisonous bullshit things.
I think it's like bacteria or something.
Yeah, it's like this.
But what?
Yeah, poisonous shit.
How can a freshwater snail kill you?
I mean, I don't know how a lot of this shit can kill people. It's we don't come around it. So.
And then you think about the ones that aren't, like, you would think be very vicious.
Yeah.
Like a shark.
Yep.
But there's only like 10 people, says it by here.
Yeah. It's like a lot harder. Like, so I know I needed an animal that could get around, and there's a lot of, right?
You're more likely to die from a tapeworm.
Or a tsetse fly.
Than a shark.
It's so funny when they say that kind of shit. Just say the other animals ahead of shark. There's some crazy animals that...
assassin bug, Ascaris roundworm, tapeworm.
I thought you're like, number 3 is an assassin. Oh, well, duh. Fuck, I should have guessed that.
Assassins. Yeah. All right, well, any takeaways we have?
All right, so, I don't know. I felt like, takeaways, I felt we differed a little bit on the first story. I'm more in favor of the not gambling thing, so I learned that you're an avid gambler.
Which is weird because you are the gambler.
I know. You're not a degenerate. I am. But I'm like, you can't do it.
What's the plan?
Yeah, I don't know. So, leave the poor turkeys alone, I guess. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let them be mean. Who cares? They're turkeys. They don't know any better. That's like beating a child to death because it bothered you. It doesn't know any better. Oh, we gotta erase that. Jason. Thanks. It's too much, man. It's just dumb. You know what I mean? I know you're mad at the turkey, but Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? Control yourself. But it's funny that it only attacks the mailman.
It's like just super...
I think it has something to do with like the eagle on
the
truck.
I love that it's super cool with the neighborhood and it just like hangs out. Like, oh, Carol, nice to see you again. How are the kids? Good.
Hey, Tom.
Taking its walk. All right, I'll be over next weekend. You're having a pool party. Cool.
Sounds great,
fucking
Tom.
mailman, what?
I'll get him.
Like, so mad. That'd be such a funny cartoon. Just so mad at the mailman. Like, I don't know.
Get out of here.
I don't know. Jeff was. I just had him over last weekend. I don't know what happened. Like, now the next thing I know, the mailman beat my friend to death. Like,
oh. Yes. There's the neighborhood is writing. I'm sorry for your loss.
I know. Yeah. They're having a memorial.
Oh, geez. So my takeaway is that I think with the year off for Calvin Ridley, what else he's going to do with his time?
Let's invite him to join our fantasy league.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna put a DM out. Like, Calvin, you don't got nothing else to do. Join our league.
Yeah, he has to pay some money.
Oh, but now we gotta figure out who to kick out.
I'll kick out myself.
You're like, if Calvin, but don't you want to play against Calvin?
I'm trying to partner with him.
Yeah.
No, but also I think if he's looking for something to do, he can always maybe jack off some turkeys.
Yeah,
all right.
He could, I guess. We're talking about jacking off animals like kids being.
Don't put that in the same sentence.
Oh, wait.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I heard jacking off animals like you're jacking off kids.
No!
Oh, my God. This is not good. This is not good. Batman? Do we have Batman again?
Take us out.
Let's get dueling Batmans.
Okay. I gotta rethink my time on this podcast after I heard what you guys talked about today.
You guys went really dark.
Yeah.
That's darker than I go. Now the Dark Knight.
That's a lot coming from me. Well, from him.
I'm gonna try to sing. Here, I'm gonna sing a song.
Okay.
Sing with me. Swing low,
Sweet
chariot, coming for
to carry me home.
Hold on, let me smoke some more cigarettes. Oh, that's good. 2 guys, 2 things. Podcast.
It's gonna be the worst ending.
Jesus.